It is considered the most favorite red meat due to its taste and lump sum health benefits. Goat meat is a household protein for most communities worldly, but mainly thrives in the Sub-Saharan region of Africa, which is predominantly the arid and semi-arid. Annually, Kenya slaughters over 10 million heads of goats for Chevron production. The biggest chunk is derived from the pastoral communities dominating the Rift Valley and the northeastern regions. Meat goat farming is proving to be one of the high-rising avenue of mincing money in Kenya due to its low input nature and high demand for Chevron and its product within and outside the Kenyan markets. Some of the management practices will not be covered in this video as they were discussed in the production of the dairy goat segment. If you missed it, kindly check on our YouTube album. Should I again remind you to subscribe? The success of a meat goat enterprise primarily stems from the choice of the breed. In Kenya, the small East African goats are readily available, but prove to be a bit inferior in margins. The most dominant and preferred breed is the Gala or the Savannah, which originates from the Horn of Africa. The Gala breed is white in color with a black skin and can weigh up to 60 kilograms at maturity. It is highly adapted to the arid areas and a prolific breeder. It is also the most preferred for export markets, especially to Arabian nations. It can also be used for milk production. The Boer breed is also a great Chevron manufacturer and traces its origin from the southern region of Africa. It has the potential of growing up to 80 kilograms of live weight. Production systems can be intensive, semi-intensive, or extensive, otherwise known as pastoralism or free-range. The most recommended system for those intending to venture is the semi-intensive. Ensure a structure is built to house the goats. They are very susceptible to adverse environmental conditions such as rainfall, extreme cold, and extreme heat. Ensure the floor space is not less than 1 meter squared per goat. Structures also aid in conserving biosecurity. Goats are naturally browsers, and the foraging lands with herbs and shrubs are better suited. They can be supplemented with conserved pastures to aid in faster weight gain. They should also be provided with mineral leaks just like other livestock species. Water should be provided at ad libitum. The health status of the goats should be paramount. They should be tick controlled regularly and dewormed after every 3 months. The most common diseases are coccidiosis, foot rot, and the ever-stubborn contagious caprine pneumonia. Routine vaccination schedules should also be adhered to. Goats have an average dressing percentage of 50. In a setup like Kenya, where offals, heads, feet, and even the skins are marketed, we can consider the dressing percentage to be a high to a tune of 70%. The other benefits that can be accrued in this enterprise is the marketing of manure, which is derived from the goat's droppings. The best approach to have a sustainable meat goat venture is to commence with a quality breeding stock of not less than 20 females and 1 male. The average kidding rate for goats is twice a year, and some breeds like the Gala always record a fair twinning rate. Always ensure you change your mating bags periodically, preferably annually, to avoid inbreeding. For farmers with only the native small East African goats, one can consider crossbreeding with superior breeds for high-yielding offsprings. The average price of a breeding goat is around 15,000 Kenyan shillings, and this can go to as high as 60,000 Kenyan shillings depending on the breed and the age. The Kenyan meat goat industry at the moment cannot fully satisfy its demands, and hence more producers are needed. The main local markets are butcheries, social joints, hotels, and supermarkets. Kenya is one of the main exporters of Chevron and live goats to the United Arab Emirates and also Saudi Arabia. The average price of a meat goat at the moment is around 10,000 Kenyan shillings, with a kilogram of the same after slaughter ranging to an all-time high of above 800 Kenyan shillings. The prices will only escalate as the demand for this precious commodity increases. For traders, always understand the key parameters in the business, which are the live weight, the carcass weight, and the dressing percentage. These will avert you from storming into losses. You can reach out to Farmend for consultancy and in-depth analysis of this venture. Subscribe to our YouTube channel too, as it can only get better.